Right, I'm here in Costa Rica speaking with Robert Keogh with Kiss Homes. We're going to be building some homes on our property right in Monterey, and we're just going through the whole construction, how it's built, how this thing is going to last 100 years. Tell me, how are you going to finish out the outside?
Well, it has different options. I'm big into a stone finish. We've got pre-made stones. You can do maybe the lower end, in stone, makes it look rich. It covers up a lot, and then you can do a sand stucco finish, or whatever other type of finish that you want. I've got machines we can come in and we can blast a textured finish, or you could do a soft sand finish, and then a good exterior paint. You want to put stone on the outside, as much stone as you can incorporate it, which in turn, you got this one stone down here called a Mallee home. It's beautiful, and it actually helps cool your house. The sun will bounce off it. It won't absorb the heat.
Okay.
I put it around my pool areas. It's non-skid, and it doesn't absorb most heat that your stucco walls will. Your concrete walls. You got a block wall. It's just a magnet for the sun. Once it gets hot, what happens? It stays hot. Until at least 10, 11 o'clock at night, which heats up your house. But if you have a nice finish, a nice soft stone finish on the outside, it's going to repel your heat, which won't get hot, which helps your energy.
Hey, with that being said, Robert was just telling me how these panels, there's a space in your walls. We're going to have windows up there that actually create a nice wind flow of all the heat going out of your home. Guys, we're going to do an energy efficient home right here in Costa Rica. We're bringing the product back to home, Fort Myers, Cape Coral area, solar homes, solid homes. This is what you want.
And Rob, I looked at a couple houses. It was hard for me to find an insulation. What is the typical build out or buildings here? Do they actually put insulation?
In Costa Rica, insulation it's unheard of. People don't insulate. They think they're saving money by not insulating it, not putting any insulation in your roof system, nothing in your walls, nothing in your floor, which in turn you spend the crazy money on your electric bills. Here in my house, the walls are insulated, the floor is insulated, the ceiling's insulated. You have to combat the sun that's here because it just gets hot.
I live in Florida, it's hot.
Yeah, it gets hot everywhere.
That's what I was wondering, and I've started to realize that they don't have insulation on most of the houses.
You can see and feel here, it's cool. I mean, it's just nice and cool, and the sun's banging on us. The biggest thing is to insulate your roof system. On your roof. Why? Because it fights against the wind, the sun, the rain. This does nothing. This keeps people from coming in and out. I can live without this, and I can live on a dirt floor, but this is where you have to protect yourself. Spend your money here. You're going to say that's where your electric bill goes through the roof. But we insulate our walls too. We insulate the floor system, and we put it down to how we extend it out here. So you're actually making a sealed house, but you incorporate your ventilation. Here, as that air flows out and the cold air comes in, it's just a natural airflow. You can feel it. It'll automatically cool your house. Most people want security. Your windows up high. So you don't have that problem with somebody trying to break into your window, and you still get that airflow. You have a little bit of privacy, but if you want a window too, you can put them wherever you want. But you have to have that to have new airflow coming in your house.
Hey guys, real quick, what you do not see, this is one level of the home. We're on a beautiful landscape hill here. There's a floor below us, another floor above us, and it's going to be a nice deck above that. So hanging out with your family, doing cookouts, that kind of.
And we get water.
Absolutely no wood on this house whatsoever. We use a couple little pieces when we're doing construction, but that's about it. Then we try to get them out of the area when we're done with construction. But there's absolutely no wood. It's all galvanized steel. It's all galvanized.
So it won't rust either.
It won't rust if you get next to the salt water. And we do protect that afterwards. And there's no wood because the problem here is the termites live year round. It's just a non-stop eating machine. So you have to don't build your structure out. You can bring in wood and do fascia. We can close this all and make it look like one big solid wood beam. But you never build it out of structure. You do your structure out of wood. It's big, heavy-duty steel, and it's going to last. My thing is, your structure needs to last 50 to 100 years, not come back in 2 to 5 years. Oh, I got a tent in my house. Like, oh, my structure's falling down. I got to replace this beam. Oh, my roof system. I got to fix that. It's going to cost me another 10 grand. Why? because you built it wrong. You didn't do it. Didn't think about the problems that Mother Nature has out there at the beginning. This one here won't. It's all galvanized. Just like in here, normal. And in most places in Costa Rica, in this span, this is 8 meters. 6 meters going this way. Normally, you would use 8 or 10 purling for your ceiling. 8 or 10 pieces of purling. In the distance, you put 1 here, 1 here. You got 8. 10 at the most is super strong. This one has 2 every half a meter. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 18, 19, 20. 20. Where normally, for a super strong house, you'd have 10. I have 20. Twice as strong, is twice as good. And it does not cost that much more because 5 years, I'm not have to get up here and fix it. Pay a little bit now, I'll pay a lot later. And everybody has the biggest thing is their biggest expense. Ask anybody, what's the big expense in your house? My roof leaks. My roof leaked, and then it caused this wall to get wet, which in turn caused mold. My kid got sick. Not in this house. Doesn't leak, doesn't function like that. If water ever comes in, it's not going to grow mold for one. And you protect your roof, you know, at the beginning so water doesn't come in. I've got a system now, these panels come in with a concrete top with a fiberglass finish. It's like putting a boat on your roof. You're done. You do it one time, you're done.
Maintenance
I want
free.
that.
Yeah, you can get up there. The whole roof system is going to be a deck. We do flat roof systems where you utilize your roof instead of a high pitch. Oh yeah, you have to have a high pitch for water runoff. Because your tin has 500 holes in it. You put tin on your roof, you get up there. I mean, it kills me, I'll do it, but if I'm putting 500 holes in my roof and expect it not to leak, it's gonna leak. It's a guarantee. I have 0 holes in my roof. It's one piece. You're done.
Wow.
Don't have to, what do you have to think about?
Maintenance free.
Maintenance free.
Wow.
Bug free, no wood.
No replacing of the roof in 10, 15 years. That's phenomenal.
How about drywall or Chinese drywall worries?
There's zero drywall. We do use a type, you can put a Den's glass, it's a fiber board, it's an exterior fiber board that you can put on your ceiling, but we won't come in and put, in my houses, we don't put sheetrock on the ceiling. Because it's a given, it's always gonna happen. It's gonna absorb, it's like a sponge. Here you have humidity, you open your window, you get a rainstorm. It's not the water that comes in, it's the water in the air. It will come in and it will find its way, the moisture, the humidity will get into that sheetrock and you're done. So you use it's a fiberglass Den's glass is called, fiberboard that you can use for your ceiling, and or we have these, it's a PVC type of colored panel with wood that's perfect. You have to go every 50 centimeters and it comes in here and it's kind of tongue and groove.
Accent.
Oh, it's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. When you're done, and if the water does come in, it can't hurt it. It's PVC. So yeah, I come in, and it's perfect for me because I want house is dirty. I'm gonna hose my house down. How many house you're gonna come in here with a garden hose?
I take the furniture out first, but I agree.
Slide the furniture over here, but if something happens, how many houses flood? You get into an area where it floods. What happens? Water comes into your house this much, you have to cut out sheetrock this much. Water comes in this house, I can fill it up here. I open the doors, let it go out, come back in, move the furniture, whatever you want, throw it away, whatever. Hose it down, you're done. You are done.
That's phenomenal.
Why don't you build it like that and you don't have to, you have it. This is your wall panel.
Hey,
That's interior. This is interior. Find your house, you can do that too. Doesn't exist. That's inside your house. So is it security? Yes. And then your outside is twice as thick. So, you know, I mean, you can cut corners, but this is not where you want to cut corners. This is not where you want to cut corners.
fantastic. Guys, this is it. This would have been awesome home down in